socially? Are there risks involved? Maybe, like I said, in those days when it was strictly, a hierarchical system, or where it was a monarchical system rather, it made sense. But these days, you're not marrying somebody so that you can save your village. But people apparently are getting married or have been wed so that their fathers don't pay certain debt. This is true, by the way. I'm not making this up. Their fathers, and this is not in the East. I'm talking about here in Nigeria. Some people have gotten married. Some people have been compelled to get married so that their family land will not be sold. So that a certain type of, tragedy doesn't befall them. These are marriages of convenience. Maybe one or two listening to us this morning isn't one. Are there risks? Are there certain things that you think could go wrong or are already going wrong? I would love to hear from you. As always, please do well, turn down the volume of your radio set, refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. Didn't see it over here, please don't make mention of it. Very importantly, keep your comments civil.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
With Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Alright, so just drop your name with the call screener and we'll get to hear from you. Alright, this one here says, good morning. How do people get to live their lives like this? You're not talking about starting a business or, as it were, going to rent a house or a shop. You're talking about spending your life with another person just because of money or just because of a particular issue. It's wrong. I think anybody who's in that marriage or such marriages would not live well to enjoy it. Many people are in those kind of marriages and I can tell you they wish they were out. Ezekiel. Well, Ezekiel, I don't know about them. And you are likely correct. Maybe they could be out of those marriages. But the truth is, those marriages exist. From people who would, say, hey, let's marry so that we can japa. Oh, yes. It's a thing, people. People actually money. It's a thing. You want to come to my country? Fine. I'll marry you. You pay me $5,000. But it will be on record. And once again, I'm just asking, it will be on record that you were officially married at some point in time. How is that going to affect maybe your future relationships? Let's agree, maybe you got married and maybe you guys did not consummate the marriage. You guys did not have sex or whatever, right? But there's a document somewhere. Or does the document not matter? Ish. What do I know? 017-923-0002, 017-923-0003, 017-923-0002, 017-923-0003. Please do not call the WhatsApp number. The WhatsApp number is the number I'm about to call out right now. Somebody's already calling. Okay. All right. The WhatsApp number is 08090306416, 08090306416. Please do not call that number. Just send messages to that number and we will have a great conversation with you. So the question I'm asking this: are there social risks involved? Together, but I can tell you, Jude, she is not happy. The man provides the money, but there is no love in that marriage. It is a loveless marriage. All right, Cecilia. But how do you know it's a loveless marriage? Because I don't know. I'm a cynic. Don't judge me. All right. I always ask those questions. There's always a question behind a question. But hey, it's possible that they love each other. Maybe she's not telling the whole truth. Right? Okay. Muriel is on the line. Let's get to hear from Muriel. This Muriel is speaking to us from Okrika. Good morning, Muriel. Oh dear. Oh dear. Drop call scenario. Apologies to you, Miro. Please do call if you can. You can return the call if you can. And this one here says, Jude, good morning. There are lots of people these days who will not admit that the reason why they married their husband or their wife was because of a certain level of convenience, whether it was financial, whether it was look, or sometimes maybe it's political. I know some people who got married to their boyfriends or to their men because they came from families that could afford them access into some level of power. These people are sitting on a ticking time bomb. What do you mean by ticking time bomb? Once again, if we go back, let me go back once again to that definition, right, of a marriage of convenience. A marriage of convenience is a marriage contracted for reasons other than that of love and commitment. Instead, such a marriage is entered into for personal gain or some other sort of strategic purpose, such as a political marriage. So that means there's a gain. But the question is, would that gain sustain the marriage? Are there risks involved? Say so married. Is he still in the marriage? Pardon my asking. Has he gotten the political inroads he was trying to achieve? Is he relevant? Has that marriage assured him of a position? I don't know. So if it does, or if it has, once again, what will be your quote unquote definition of a successful marriage? They got married. Convenient or not, they are married. Some people have still not seen boyfriend. your dreams. You have met the man of your dreams. However, there's one small problem. You see, there's another man in your life or another woman in your life. And either of these people would open better financial doors for you. You don't really love them, but if you marry them, you know that you would have a much better walk through the financial struggles of life. You would. Or if you marry them, as I've been told, certain family problems would immediately cease. Your family house will not be demolished. The lands at your villages will be spared. And they'll be fenced. You can protect them and all of that. But is there enough reason to marry? If you marry this person, you will get a green card to be in the US, in the UK, or wherever it is that you want to be. You're marrying this person because it is convenient to do so. Not because you love them, not because you have any intentions to stay with them, to stay committed to them. You marry this person because there is a reason beyond your need for companionship. Are there problems to be expected?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
With Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, so before we continue, and as we continue, some messages, I'll read them. Let me let you know that I have a ticket to be given away on the show this morning. I have 3 of them, all right? And if you have your partner that you show that you love, and you guys are cool, and you guys will not mind coming together and having a great time. Well, if you don't have plans for Easter Monday, I have 3 tickets to the Mayor of Port Harcourt event. That's on Easter Monday. So if you would like to go, I have 3 tickets. So if you have your partner with you, I'd love to give it out to a couple. So that means to husband and wife, right? If you're sure you'll be able to go, please send me a message to our WhatsApp number 0809-030-6416. And if you are single and you think, hey, you can go and mingle, have a great time with all of the finest comedians and entertainers in Port Harcourt, why not? Please send me a message to 0809-030-6416. But for now, let's get back to our conversation. All right, please send those messages before I leave here this morning. All right, if you're interested in getting to be at the Mayor of Port Harcourt event, that'll be on Easter. Mayor of Pitakwa. The event is on Easter Monday. Please send me a message. All right, 0809-030-6416. But now let me read some comments on our conversation. Marriages of convenience. Now, Charles Cottrell says, marriage of convenience is a fusion of 2 bodies that are not based on love, but on some other interest or motive. Some of the goals behind marriages of convenience are immigration, social status, family pressure, political alliances. Interesting. Now, it is more subjective debate and varies from situation to situation. It can be pragmatic and a rational choice, or a deliberate eruption of a volcano of unhappiness in one's life. To sum up, we can't say that a marriage of convenience is a personal choice that may work for some people and not for others. It is a dynamic and versatile topic, rather than an objective or a fixed one. It may be a rational pragmatic decision, or it may be a desperate and unhappy one. Muriel is not cricket. Muriel, good morning to you, please.
Hi, Jude. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
Thank you, Jude. Now, marriage of convenience. Jude, I don't know which marriage is not a convenience, honestly. Love is not enough when it comes to marriage. Yes, not. So there is always one thing in the other that prepares or makes a person want to get married. So that thing At least that one thing that makes you to get married. Then I take it as that's a convenience, but it's something that was something that proposes. Those days, Jude, our parents, you see that they will look at a girl and they monitor her closely, and they will not see that she's fit for their son. Wherever they are son, they will tell them this. And those days, Jude, trust me, you're coming into this marriage, you know that yes, there's a reason you're coming. You know, there's still a reason for something. You don't just say, because I love this person, let me just marry. God does not hold you with only love. Because when you get into it, money issues, even children make people to divorce. So I think there is always something. That's something. The inconvenience for me, the convenience or inconvenience. But there is always something that makes you to get married or make you want to stay in the marriage.
Okay, but let me ask you, Muriel. If you were to know someone who says, Sister Muriel, see, I won't marry this man. But the only reason why I'm marrying this man is because he's going to go abroad and he will take care of me. Would you say, yes, my sister, go and marry this man?
Absolutely, Jude. That is what you want. Will I tell you that no, don't marry him because you need to go abroad, or you should marry him because you love him, or marry him because you what? Or Jude, you see that something. There's always one thing that makes a person want to get married. Maybe because the friends are getting married, you want to get married, or maybe age, or maybe you like the family, or you want a good life, or maybe you don't want your children to be fair. You want your family are too dark. You want your children to be beautiful and fair. You go for a beautiful lady, or you want your children to have shape. You go for a shape. There is always something, Jude. So let people not pretend that hey, I'm married for love. This is the lie. There is always something that makes people to get married to somebody. So
all right.
It for me.
Thank you very much. Interesting. There's always something that will make someone get to marry somebody else. So there's always a reason, a convenience. Confidence from HA says, brother, poverty is the problem of the mindset too. Poverty, this is poverty. Interesting. All right. Good morning, Jude. For me, marriage is like a burial. When you are lured into it, everyone finds their way while you are stuck with the drama that comes from it. I'm 37 right now and I'm being pressured to get married. And I know I am not financially okay and could barely take care of myself. Church people are questioning me. Why am I still single? As if marriage is an achievement. Okay. That's all right. See, married for convenience now. What if, my good brother, a woman comes and she has everything, works in a good place, maybe even has a very successful business, and I like you. She says, I like you. You no go marry. I'm talking to the 37-year-old person who sent me that message. You no go marry. Esther is speaking to us from Rumbokuta. Esther, good morning to you, please. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Jude. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Esther. Thank you for calling. Good morning, please.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
Very well, please.
First of all, I think this thing about love in marriage and love and marriage is overrated. That's my personal opinion. Anybody can hold to their own opinion. Marriage is just a contract. If you see it as a contract, that means you should look for something that benefits you from the other person, and the other person should look for something that benefits you from you. Don't just get into marriage based on one butterfly in your tummy. That thing that you butterfly in my tummy. Those emotional, those things that come on and off, and just last. Those emotions that come maybe because of feelings. Feelings are not consistent. They just come and they go. You want to get married, you should sit down and know what you want. And a lot of us got married blindly. We shouldn't be. There was a time I presented this kind of thing I'm talking about now. But this is me now, holding this opinion that when you want to get married, sit down and know what you want. There are things you need to fill up your life that the other person has. And then the other person should do the same. I'm not saying that it has to be the woman looking at that from the man and then the man from the woman. No. Both people should sit down and look at what they need to fill their life from the other person. Otherwise, there is no need getting married. You will develop love. You should leave this thing. when you see, when you hear the story of Beauty and the Beast, how does Beauty and the Beast develop love? They spend time talking. When people come and tell you the marriage is dry,
but they were not married, Esther. They were not married. They were not married. It was afterwards they got married.
Jude, it is true. That's what I'm saying. When you sit down with a beast and there is communication, you people spend time and you talk. After a while, you will have a form of attraction. You will begin to see something beautiful from the other person and from this other person. I am telling you the truth. When you spend time with someone and you don't spend time and you just spend time, you will realize that there are certain things that attract you to the other person. But I'm saying that the basis for marriage should not be on those feelings.
Those emotions.
You should have concrete things put on ground. What do I want from this person? And what does this person want from me? If you can't feel in, go your way and look for somebody that can fill in those things in your life. It's a contract, and we should keep it as that. It is a business. Those feelings come and go, but when it's a business and you have those things labeled out, it is partnership, it will work.
So, Esther, I'm sorry. So let me ask you.
My part of the deal, I will keep it.
So what of those marriages were based on, like you said, those needs that, people found out were not worth it? Take for example, a girl who marries a man because the man can take her out of the slums into GRA, or take her to America, like the one that happened to the person who was opening up to me. What happens when those persons get to America? Those persons are now eating 3 square meals a day and they are still not happy.
Jews, even the people who we think married for love, go back and check after 10 years, some of them are not happy. These are uncertainties of life. It's not because they married based on needs that make them unhappy. There are several other factors that will contribute to that unhappiness. We have people, okay, let me just give you a weird example.
Yes, please.
We are here when P Square, our brother P Square, and our sister Anita, when they got married, it was all based on love. What's happening today? She's in America with her children. He is here. Those things are uncertainties of life. But I am saying that you should be sure of what you are getting into, and it should be based on business. It's a contract. Treat it as that.
Okay.
Leave those feelings. They don't last.
All right. Thank you very much, Esther. Treat it as a contract. Zion, what say you? Good morning.
Before you get married today, I beg you, consult your mother. I beg you, do that. I may not be speaking to you directly, but I'm talking to all the single brothers, including the single sisters listening. The Bible says that they want to know the power behind resurrection. Which means it's not just rise like that. There was something that triggered him for him to rise up. Can you go and know the power of marriage? My brother, ask your colleague Didi. There was a time she was doing hookup show, and you hear comment like this: "I'm looking for a God-fearing man."
Oh my God.
Who will take care of me? Look, study those 2 words very well. She did not say, I am a God-fearing woman and I will take care of him. The Bible says that for God so loved the world that he gave. You cannot get what you don't. You cannot give what you don't have. So when you see them, I love you, brother, and Allah, is because you are giving them money to buy all the necessary iPhones, the expensive things. Stop giving them money.
But is that is that a bad thing? We just had a woman say, look, you shouldn't just be married because of the butterflies in your stomach. There should be something concrete. What are you bringing? I want to marry you.
Marriage? What is marriage? For God said it is not good for a man to be alone. And he created from him, if he moved something, did they talk about butterfly? These are people that have wrong perception about marriage. That is why I told you, I've been issue. Go and ask your mother questions before you marry you.
So Zion,
Lucky Dube said something. I told my mother I want to marry on the phone. He did not wait to visit her. Do you see the error? He would have gone to meet her. He called her on the phone. I want to marry. What happened? Today, what are we doing? Mommy, I'm coming with the man. I want to marry you. Be at home. Ma, they come with him. See.
Zion, let me ask you. So, if you ever hear your friend come and meet you, say, Zion, see, I want to marry. This girl says, if I marry her, we will go abroad. This girl says, if I marry her, her father will open all the doors. I can work in GRA.
What about if not give you the money?
But what if?
What about if you don't see the money? No, see, that's the thing. That is not marriage. I want to tell you a secret, and inside there's no time, but briefly, sir. If you marry because of any incentive, you will suffer. Not those women who have gone to one pastor, I need a husband. I want to ask you again, sir. How many of our mothers took a man's picture to one altar that they are looking for a husband, looking for that man? Mention one of our mothers. I'm not talking about this generation. The mothers of then, maybe from your mom's age, I don't know your mom, from her age upward.
My mom is 60 something.
From her age upward, that took a man's picture to one church. Pastor, pray for this man, make him come marry. I did some before. Mention one.
Juliet is speaking to us from Atali. Juliet, good morning to you, please.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning.
I've been listening to people, those who say marriage is a contract. The Bible says, for this cause shall a man leave his mother, his father, and cleave his wife, and they both shall become one. They shall be naked. There will be no nakedness, the physical nakedness, transparent. Marriage is not a contract, my dear brother. It's only those who don't understand what marriage, the mystery behind marriage, that call marriage a contract. It's only an institution that God himself, the maker of this universe, instituted by himself. He ordered it. That's why he said, what God has joined together, let not man put asunder. That is how powerful and how valuable marriage is to God. Now tell me, if it was to be a contract, will God take out those things? He said, leave your mother, leave your father, cleave to this particular person. And 1 + 1 before God in marriage is one. Is no longer two.
Okay, so Joel, let me ask you. I have to read. Let me ask you. So if you hear, and this is if somebody comes and meets you, say, Auntie Juliet, Jude wants to marry me. Jude promised me that if I marry him, we will go to America. If I marry him, I will get political appointment. He will buy me new Jeep. What would you advise that young lady?
Jude, I will tell that person, because they have a motive of marriage, is no longer marriage. Once you have intention, yes, I understand that you must bring something at the table. Bringing something at the table is fulfilling purpose with the person, not having an intention already of what you want before you're going there, such as, I want to go to abroad, the man has money. That is why you see married women flirting around. By right, it's an abomination for a married woman to go about sleeping with other men, because they don't love the man they marry, because they don't value their marriage. That's why they can speak with their eggs. I listened to the morning, the first discussion of putting your eggs
in one basket. Yes.
Those are the things that causes those kind of things, because you don't value what you have. Mr. Zion made a very vital point by saying that if you repair your first basket, it will not leak. You have no reason for going for the second basket. So let's understand what marriage is all about. When we are discussing, let's understand the topic before we make contributions.
Juliet, thank you very much. Alozie speaking to us on Mumba. Alozie, I have 2 minutes for you. Welcome, please.
Thank you, Jude.
Good morning.
My own belief and what I've experienced in marriage. Marriage is more of love and emotion and contract people. I've been listening to people are giving different definitions. In my own finding in marriage, I understand that love is not even the product of a good marriage. See the problem we have in Africa. Most especially our ladies, they are more interested on what they will gain in the marriage, not what they will offer. That is it. Even some men also interested on what they will gain, not what they will offer. For me, I believe that marriage should be a union that will bring two people together, to bring both of them half. That's what I think to be marriage. Unfortunately, before you will see a guy say, I want to marry this lady, the lady already has calculated it else.
Hello, oh dear. Oh, okay. I'll just sorry about that. Let me read messages. All right. Marriage is a sacrifice. All right. Oh God, yeah. I'm just you. Oh dear. Okay. Speaking of tickets, I've just offered the tickets to a couple. Her and her husband will be attending, and I have one more to give out. All right. So thank you very much. Thank you. All right, now on the topic of marriage, it might work out for some. They might end up falling in love with each other with time in the marriage, and for some, it might be hell for them because there is no love. There is no love. Anyway, it is something that people should really consider before they take into. Is this going to be a marriage of convenience, like someone said? It could work for you. In some other cases, it may not work. Whatever you do, please try to make decisions. My name is Jude. Have yourself a wonderful time. We have a commercial coming up, and after that, news by midday. Sunny Side of Conversations will then take over, and then later on, the Sports Gang will be here to give you all the latest from the world of sports from 7 p.m. extra time. Good morning.